I just got maybe two quick questions. First thing, I was wondering how long is it taking in like underwriting right now from somebody that's fairly good? I know there's always things that come up, but from start to finish, if somebody brought you pretty much a complete set of facts today, about how long would it take? And the other thing, I was just wondering, anything that was, I know some people try to maybe not disclose everything, and I don't want to say they purposely hide stuff, but maybe they might forget something major. If you had anything that kind of sticks out that might be a little unusual. So thanks, and that's it.
John, thanks for your questions. I think I actually can handle those questions. They're not too difficult for me. So, John, I appreciate that. The first one being, we can generally close a loan, and it's pretty much within the industry for most folks, but there are some anomalies out there. But from start to finish, if someone is purchasing a home or even refinancing a home, and they write a contract and go to closing, that's generally done within 30 days. Can you do it in 2 weeks? Absolutely. Can you do it in 3 weeks? Absolutely. But definitely within 30 days. That should be, I would think, that should be standard in our industry right now.
And there are some people who are saying it takes 6 weeks. So it is good. But, as you know, it depends on whether it's a bank.
Can they call me, please? If it's taking them 6 weeks, just tell them to call me.
Union or certain places, it does. It does definitely take longer. And that's reason it is a very good question for anyone who's listening. That the timing part of it also can make or break you if you're in a competitive situation and a seller wants to sell fast versus not fast.
That's correct. That's correct. And then John's second question, when you have that initial conversation as a lender, when you have that initial conversation with a home buyer, someone looking to purchase a home, or someone who already owns a home and is thinking about refinancing, you always communicate your checklist of documents needed up front. And you make it clear, if you give me or get to me these items, this will be a smooth process. And there's always times that the checklist is given up front, and it should always be given up front. And make it clear, if you get these to me within the next 48 hours, 72 hours, we're going to be able to roll through this process. If there's something on that checklist, a bank statement, or a pay stub, or something that they're concerned about, that question by the lender should always be asked. Do you have any questions or things that concern you right now at the beginning of this process regarding your credit report, history, your pay stubs, your income, your bank statements? Are you getting a gift? Is there anything that concerns you at all? And that way, if that question's asked up front, guess what happens?
You can
out. It eliminates a lot of problems down the road. Yeah. And again, you're establishing a comfort level. Going back to one thing else, Jennifer, I talk about playing in the sandbox, playing outside the sandbox. You are a realtor that does both. You know the normal guidelines, the traditional guidelines with all the traditional programs, VA, FHA, conventional, USDA. You understand that, but you then also understand, because you deal with a lot with investors and things that don't normally fit a box, you know how to play outside the sandbox. So it's very critical, and I think critically important, that home buyers understand who they're aligning themselves with to purchase a home and work with to establish that relationship. It's not about, are we doing anything illegal or not up to code or meeting the guidelines? It really is just providing you an opportunity as a home buyer with all of the options so that you can make wise decisions about the biggest investment you're going to have in life.